Yeah, check, check, check.
Nimetoona mafuriko kifo. Tabia nchi kiukweli inatisha.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of them candid conversations. It's Human here. It's been a while, but we're back on it again. Before we go any further, a big shout out to all our sponsors, all our well wishers, and everybody who's supporting us behind the scene. A big shout out to Firefly Eco Adventures, Marine Adventures down in Diani, Kenya. Yeah, it's opening up. Hope you're gonna link up with my man, Mr. Jacob. We love you over here. A big shout out to Olympia Fullers Foundation. A big shout out to Trigger Accountants, and a big shout out to Bush and Wines, Mr. Care, and the whole team. We love you. Listen, people, it's a big one today. I got one of the sickest, one of the baddest female MCs out of East Africa. Believe that. Let me take a pause. One of the baddest female MCs out of East Africa. Believe that, I say. Okay. This sister has been on it. Bars, social work, community work, hitting the books all around. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome my sister Chemical. Karibu sana. How are you doing, my sister?
I'm good. How's you?
Hanging in there, one day at a time. You know how it is crazy. I was telling you the other day.
Yeah. You still got? Are you guys still on summer?
Yeah, it's still summer. Hold on a minute. It's still summer over here. Something has muted me. I don't know what that is. I'm back. Oh, I'm back. Thank you. It's still summer over here, but it's the last of summer, like August, so the summer is going down and all that thing, yeah. So still, it's okay, but you know, we're breathing ourselves for winter. I don't like winter, but we live through it. Okay. What about you? How have you been holding on in this Corona time and all that?
Things are not that tough. I think, because we are getting used to it. So yeah, we have just accepted Corona, I think. But people have begun to get vaccination, so they're being vaccinated. And yeah, in Tanzania, vaccination for now is just like an opinion. You're not forced to be vaccinated. So yeah, some want to be vaccinated while others are not ready to get vaccine. Yeah, but yeah, we're taking all the precautions. Yeah,
it's the new normal. I'm telling you, like the world wasn't ready for this, but we're still soldiering on, which is a beautiful thing, and that brought us to like now we're linking up like this. So we thank the Almighty for some of this. You know what I mean? And we stay
so it's our new normal.
Our new normal, they say. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Chemical is in the house. So Chemical, in your own words, right? How did we start? Ulianza wapi? Where you come from? What was your inspiration? A little background for the people that are not familiar with you and your work.
Bana, mziki nilianza kitambo. I just fell in love with music. I grew up doing it, singing and all that. So, but from there, I began recording. I began writing my own lyrics. Kwa hiyo mwanzo nilikuwa naimba sana nyimbo za wasanii, lakini nilipoanza kwenda shule nikawa nafanya nyimbo za nikawa nawaimbia wenzangu naandika na nini. So from there, I had a chance to go in a studio and record my very first song. So I can say that's where my journey began. Trying to get level.
Sister, we want to know the details. Tunataka tuingie ndani. Unatokea mtaa gani? Like shule wapi?
Shule niliposoma, I took my primary studies in a school called Coleta.
Okay.
So it was a boarding school. It was not that far from my home place. So, but So from there it where I grew up my talent. Nikaanza kuimba, kufanya performance at the school event and all that. From there I went to my second school, and that was in Trigger. It's called Trigger. The school is known as Trigger, and this was in Dar es Salaam. So I can say I grew up in Dar es Salaam, started in Dar es Salaam, but when I went to my advanced level, I moved outside of Dar es Salaam. But in every stage, I was doing music, trying to get every opportunity that I get whenever I am to try and do music. Yeah.
Freshi.
Yeah.
Demwa bongo.
So yeah.
Demwa bongo wewe kuzaliwa nini na nini. Freshi.
Yeah. Yeah. I did my university studies at University of Dar es Salaam. Nikasoma pale undergraduate studies na pia masters. So I've graduated recently.
Okay.
With my master's in management. Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Like, listen, it's a beautiful thing for you to just be able to balancing normal life, right? And education is one thing. Now, normal life, education, and also pursuing your talent in the mix, that needs some heavy balance. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, so, when was the first time you hit the studio?
The first time I hit the studio, this was back in 2011, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And I remember I was in Form 2.
Okay.
So there was this studio near my place where we were living that I didn't know about. Kwa hiyo nilikuwa na rafiki yangu ambaye ni kama our neighbor.
Right.
He was also interested in music. He passed away last year, so may soul rest in peace. Yeah. So akaja akaniambia Chemical. By that time I wasn't Chemical. Akaja akaniambia, you know, there's this studio near you, we can go and try. And because he knew I was into music and I was composing, I had this huge counter book where I was writing my lyrics. So we went there, and yeah, I remember nilivyoenda pale studio, I was the only girl at the studio.
Okay,
and I was very scared. G5.
Yeah, shout out
to
G5 Studio for launching the career of this top star baby.
Yeah. Ilikuwa Mbezi Beach.
Mbezi Beach. Yeah. Shout out to G5. Yeah, listen, katika hiyo wakati, what kind of the artist you're listening to though? Binafsi.
By that time, in Africa.
Ukianza, all through, across the board, like, nani uko kimsikiza?
Nilikuwa nampenda sana Lil Wayne sana.
Okay.
Yeah, kwa kipindi kile naweza kusema nilikuwa sipendi sana hip hop, lakini msanii wa hip hop ambaye nilikuwa namsikiliza, ambaye naona alikuwa nampenda kumsikiliza, that was Lil Wayne sana. I really loved Lil Wayne. From there ndo akaja kina Nicki Minaj na nini, kwa hiyo I was also inspired by Nicki Minaj, but also STL from Kenya.
STL. A big shout out to STL. Yeah. That's another top female rapper. Yeah.
But also Keiko, I began listening to Keiko after people told me that we had similarities, like the way we look, our voices and all that. So I also began listening to Keiko, and I fell in love with her style also.
Yeah, that's a beautiful background. Sasa ukaingia pale Busy Beach in the studio, you laid your first track. How was that feeling though? Like, ndio mashairi yako umetema ngeni.
I was trembling, man.
Is it?
I was nervous and sweaty because it was my very first time recording, and I remember walinipa it was a one-take recording. So I recorded everything within just a one take. I record verse ya kwanza, ya pili, chorus. I think I was scared maybe. And everyone was like, okay. By that time, being a girl and being and doing hip hop at the same time, it was a bit different, you know. So they were like, okay, she's a girl. Will she be able to rap maybe in this beat? But I did it, and yeah, so from there G5 akataka kuni manage. By that time kulikuwa kuna haya mambo ya label sana, kwamba ukitaka kutoka kwenye muziki lazima uwe and a certain label. Yeah, kwa hiyo from there nikarekodi nyimbo nyingine nyingi kwa G5, lakini he really wanted to help me, lakini kwa sababu pia na mimi nilikuwa nasoma, kwa hiyo nilikuwa muoga, nilikuwa nafanya muziki lakini nikikumbuka kwamba nakatazwa narudi nyumbani na nina vitu kama hivyo.
Yeah, kweli. Yeah, let's listen to this. We got you and Mr. Blue here.
Yeah, Jipange.
Mr. Blue is a big name in hip hop, ladies and gentlemen, for them that don't know. Yes, Baba.
Usione ninadropa mtaa ukadhani labda sina kazi nzuri ya kunifahamu. Ninajua mbata nifanye kesho niwe star. Sina mmoja kushine cause I dream too far. Naishi kwenye maisha niliyoota so sasa kunihisi nikijaza show. Ni rahisi navyojaza show. Watiwa ni kemikali ya better know. Nacheleza na bidada kaza buri na utaweza kizazi changu jeuri. Na analegeza wakikaza misuri. Think I'm not shit beba na muzuri nakaza mpaka siriria tasugua gaga na masufuria mana chemical and brother lo watangulia and I'm better they got the way I'm
Chemical.
Dada mjipange au sio?
Yeah.
Listen, like how did you come across the name Chemical? How did you come about that one?
Chemical. At first, I was calling myself me, myself, and I.
Okay.
So it was me, myself, and I, me, myself, and I.
Right.
Yeah. So as I was moving from one studio to the next, people were not feeling my name. Like, you can call yourself myself. We should get a change. Yeah. So nakumbuka kuna studio nilienda ya Manson, if you know the guy Manson Selector. Yeah, he's a producer but also a musician. So by that time he had his studio and a record label, and I went there because I wanted him to get me into his record label. Kwa nilipofika pale nakaniambia, okay, we need to change this name, you can be called yourselves.
Okay.
And kwa kaachia kazi wao and they came up with Chemical. So I don't know, they came up with Chemical, I believe, because they hate me for walipata nafasi ya kunisikiza kwa mara ya kwanza.
Okay.
And wakaona labda uwezo wangu, wakaona okay, she can spit and all that. But I didn't love this name. Nilikuwa naliona kama gumu, what's Chemical. And kwa mwisho siku sasa nikaa natumia majina yote mawili, Chemical and me, myself and I.
Okay.
Kwa from there kuna watu wakawa wanamjua Chemical, wengine wanamjua myself.
Right.
So other people knew that these were two different people. Like, so I remember kuna situation nikutana nayo, mtu anamwadisia mwenzake. Kuna mdada, by that time nilikuwa bado sijatoka kwenye muziki. Kwa hiyo mmoja anamwadisia mwenzake, kuna mdada anaitwa Chemical anachana. Alafu the other guy anamwambia, wewe hujamsikia myself. Yeah, so they were talking of the same.
Right.
Yeah. So when I released my first track, that was Sielewi. I remember, if you'll be able to find its cover. The first cover was Sielewi by myself / Chemical. So kwa sababu nilikuwa sitaki Chemical, tukasema okay, ngoja tuweke majina yote mawili, alafu from there fans ndo watachagua wenyewe jina gani wanataka liende, if it's Chemical or myself. And Chemical ikaonekana imependwa na watu,
na watu wengi.
Chemical. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Chemical.
Wakona sarenda mima teikana Pilona nifanya unanichanganya You are the only one boo Sonde tukachio mina kwe bambu Sina issue wendo issue yangu tu Kinita kimamina kuita kibabuha Meniteka, naona ratu Staki kwimba, staki rapu Maneno mingi vishako naku Sina macho kwa wengine naona kwa uchafu Meniteka na wewe seka baby watanisika wakunisha data I'm going crazy Sali, bezu nalonipa
Chemical featuring Becca Flavor, right?
Yeah, one of my favorite songs.
Okay. So talk to us. Like lyrically, bar for bar, like you're top notch, right? There are very few female MCs from East Africa, to be honest. I don't know about the rest of Africa, but there's very few MCs lyrically, bar for bar, who can, you know what I mean? There's very few, right? Kwa kidogo unanikumbusha, I don't know whether I'm sure you are aware of Sister P.
Yeah.
P, right?
Yeah, our legendary sister, yeah.
Yeah, Sister P was the only queen among us, Kina Nature, Kina Nani, you see what I'm saying? So that was a beautiful thing, like she stood out, like her vocal, all whatever, it stands out.
Yeah.
Same like you right now. So who are some of the ladies, like in your scene, in East Africa, who you look up to, who you kind of, you know what I mean, you watch out for, see, like they inspire you in a way?
Kiukweli, I'm not looking up to anyone. I think ndo kitu kinachonifanya labda niwe na utofauti. Mara nyingi mtu akikwambia bwana huyu ni role model wangu ama namsikiza sana huyu, you'll find out kwamba hata the way yeye anavo rhyme, anavoimba anafanana na ule mtu. Kwa hiyo kwa sababu I really wanted to be me, I didn't want to look up onto anyone. But I appreciate so many East African rappers. I respect what they're doing, and I love their music. Like, it's not like I'm looking up to someone, but I do listen other people's music. Yeah.
Right. Who are you listening to right now? Like in your phone or whatever. Who are you listening to right now? Wasanii wagani unawasikiza, international, national, and all that?
Mimi kusema kweli napenda muziki mzuri. Kwa hiyo you'll be surprised nitakapokuambia kwamba nasikiliza nyimbo nyingine tofauti ya hip hop. You'll be very surprised.
No, I won't, because I've realized most hip hop heads on their free time.
Yeah. So
wanasikiza tofauti. Wengine wanakuambia wanasikiza jazz, wengine wanakuambia wanasikiza za kitambo and stuff like that. I'm not, most of you hip hop heads, you do that though, right?
Yeah. So in my case napenda sana hip hop, lakini muda mwingi sisikilizi wasanii wa hip hop. Kwa sababu nahisi nyimbo ukiacha nje ya hip hop zinakuwa zina feeling. Sorry with the cock.
No, napenda sana hivyo, like it's nature. I like that.
Yeah. Kwa hiyo nakuwa nasikiliza sana muziki mingine, kwa sababu nahisi kwenye muziki wangu hip hop, mimi nikifanya muziki wangu wa hip hop natamani uwe na feelings, and I get those feelings from other type of music. Umeona? Ndio maana kidogo ukisikiza muziki wangu ni kama it's a fusion of other music. Yeah. Kwa hiyo I don't listen to hip hop most of the times.
That's a beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not, it's something when I'm talking to hip hop artists, they like most of what they're listening to. You'll be surprised actually, which it's kind of like a running theme. You'll be surprised nini nani anasikiza and that kind of thing, right? So katika hii safari yako ya wanamuziki, talk to me about some of the hurdles you go through.
Some of these, sorry?
Like, kuna changamoto zipi yani?
Okay. Changamoto za kwenye muziki.
Wewe kibinafsi?
Mimi kibinafsi naona changamoto iliyopo ni kwamba na ile muziki unakuta watu wameamua kufanya muziki fulani na kupromote aina ya muziki. Unaona? Kwa mfano sasa hivi kuna hii naniliu labda ya mapiano in Tanzania. Everyone is doing mapiano
everywhere. Even
so it's like they, hata kama ukiwa na muziki mwingine unataka kutoa, people will be like, kwa nini usifanye mapiano? Kwa nini usifanye labda usifuse na Nigerian sound na nini? Kwa it's hard ukitaka kufanya muziki wako wewe mwenyewe inakuwa shida kidogo. Lakini lazima uwe una power ya kuwa na fan base ambayo itapokea muziki wako. Lakini unakuta mara nyingi media pia zinakuwa zinachagua kwamba kipindi hiki ni kipindi cha muziki wa aina fulani, labda we are going to support amapiano ama we are going to support this kind of music. Kwa hiyo unaweza kusema challenge kubwa iliyopo ndio hiyo, hawampi nafasi msanii kufanya muziki aina ya muziki anaotaka. Kwa but I'm trying to do the kind of music that I want. Na ndio maana nakuwa muziki wangu.
You're expressing your art, which basically trend ikitokea unapata everybody in the industry kind of jumps on the bandwagon. Inabaki true artistry inaachwa kando kidogo. Everybody wants to be trending, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
of course.
That's one of the things, right? What about like so that's one of them, reaching out and kind of situations. Who are kind of the people you featured in your music, right, up until now, and who are kind of the people you would want to? And pata nani umefuture? Kuna Beka Flavor, a big shout out to Beka Flavor. Kuna kadhaa, Mr. Blue, a big name, big shout out to Mr. Blue. Who else? Who are kind of the artists you featured?
Kuna Marikia Karen. Kuna Feed Q.
Feed Q. You have Guiji.
Kuna Stamina, kuna Baraka. So those are the ones that you might know, but mimi pia kushirikisha watu ambao bado labda hawajapata nafasi kubwa kwenye muziki. Kuna mtu kama nimefanya na mtu kama Sentano. One of my best song like I'm Sorry Mama nimefanya na Sentano. Lakini pia the latest song that I've sent you ya Climate nimefanya na msanii, ni upcoming artist anaitwa Bella. Ambapo no one I've ever heard of her, lakini she's doing great. Kwa nimefanya na wasanii ambao wanajulikana na pia ambao bado hawajatoka, lakini wana nafasi nzuri ya kufanya vizuri kama wakipata nafasi.
Wana Lubao.
So that's it. That's Sentano.
A big tune. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Candid Conversations, we're talking to Chemical. A big shout out to all our sponsors, well wishers, and everybody who's gonna log on to this letter, whatever. We love you. Yeah, a big one there, featuring Sentano. I'm Sorry Mama. Tune. Listen, my sister, hebu nizungumzie kuhusu your writing process na maudhui. I've studied your lyrics, you kind of like at one point you don't waste words, and you are like unajua muziki ya latiri yani zile ngeli za. How do you come about, your writing process, how does it go?
My writing process, it's a simple one. Just because kwanza napenda ni feel beat. Nikisha feel beat, mimi kwenye uandishi naamini kwamba it's not about the lyrics, lakini ni the way how your message flow, you know, from the top to the end, how your lyrics flow. So najitahidi sana kuangalia hilo, lakini apart from that, I love mtu hata akizimiwa beat akasikia tu sauti yangu asikilize bado. Ni kwamba so the way I pronounce my words, the way
you make your voice another instrument.
Lakini kitu kingine nikiwa naandika na hakikisha kwamba mtu asipredict, yani akasema okay, kwake niko wiki akajua hapa mbele ataenda kusema kitu hiki. Kwa hiyo nikishafikiria mimi hivyo sikiandiki, kwa sababu kama mimi nimeweza kufikiria hiki obvious, na mtu anayesikiliza atajua kabisa hapa mbele nitataja kitu fulani. Kwa lakini kuna watu ambao ukiwasikiliza unajua kabisa hapa akasema zaidi, labda mbele atasema inabidi, you know that. So
they're predictable. Ni kama hizi maneneo ma text, ukiandika text inakuwa inaandika C na kumalizia the whole word.
Yeah, so I hate being predictable. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a beautiful.